Floss Tube.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Marlo.
And we're the Sweetheart Stitchers. It's been a long time, really long time actually. We've recorded several times, but haven't got, well, I can't say we haven't got around to uploading.
We recorded and I accidentally deleted. So,
let's try this again, shall we?
Yes.
We haven't been on here since May.
Yeah, something crazy.
Well, I haven't been on here since May because I did Stitch Mania, but I never posted my progress or what I did on Stitch Mania, which I do have a video that I recorded, which I will upload eventually, about all those whips. I have finished one that was in my Mania, and that's it so far, and I did 16 new starts. So, other than that, we've been kind of busy.
Life has been busy. I had the schooling that I took during the summer for 3 months. It was 3 months of chaoticness and crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. And now I'm studying for the national.
Yeah. So that happened. So if everybody remembered, Marlo is going to go to school to be an EMT. She just has to take one more class and then she can start job hunting.
Yeah, which is awesome. Can't wait because I'll leave my job.
Nice. There's a lot around us. So
yeah, if you got a drink or something like that, settle in. You know, it's gonna be
get
a
some
big
coffee,
video. Yeah,
some tea, some drink, whatever you please. If you notice, we're filming in a different spot this time. This is actually our fabric and yarn's craft.
all down here. Her sewing fabric is here, and then a little bit of the odds and ends, crafty, put together finishing items are over here.
Yeah.
So
this is a work in progress. Again, we've only been in our house for now it's a little over a year.
So. And we finally got everything situated the way that we want, and
not really. I have not.
Okay.
This one doesn't put anything on the wall.
Well, I put something on the wall, and she goes, "It doesn't match." But
okay.
What do you want to start with? You want to start with?
So we had our life update. Been crazy. I have 2 jobs now. One that's been, I never have a day off. Like today, I'm filming, going out to get something, and then running to my other job. I'm probably going to be there until midnight, and then come home, get back up at 5 a.m., and go to my other job and start all over again. So.
It has been crazy.
Yes.
No lie.
Very.
So, and still in the midst of all of that, we still find time for you guys. So.
Well, now we have.
Yeah.
I guess should we start with finishes?
I'll hold off on the knitting till the end. So if you're here for my knitting, skip to the end. So
let you do your finish.
I finished Halloween Rules and I put on all the buttons. It's not officially FFO'd, but it's done. So don't look at my border at the top, guys. But it's officially done. And it looks really nice. I am super pleased with it.
Yeah, just don't look at the border that I have to work with when I sew it together.
Yeah, this one up here.
I have not even an inch. There's not an inch up there. Don't even try.
I was going to say half.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Okay, so I have FFOs. I have 2 fully finished projects, and I have one just finished. So, the one from Mania, this is, I think...
They're all from Mania, I think.
Right? No, they're not. This one is the only one from Mania. And I have the pattern back there.
It's,
I think it's Little House New Works, I think it's Little House, yeah. I did the little Snow in Love. Oh, it's washing it out. I have really crappy lighting in here.
I can always turn on the lamp.
No, it's right next to it. Well, you can try, I guess. But I finished this one. This is my first time stitching on 28 count, and I actually like it. I really like it. So I haven't figured out, I know I want to make it into an ornament, and I have my fabric that I want to back it with. I just haven't got around to that. I'm getting to the point where we put some of our fall decorations out and trying to clear off the kitchen table or clear off in here. That way I can start working on the massive pile of blankets I have to finish. I have like one,
Not
two,
all
three,
of those are
four.
blankets.
Yes, them are all blankets. The yellow one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blankets I have to finish. Yeah. And then I'll finish whatever else I have to do. So I can start doing all my Christmas finishing and stuff like that. And that'll be part of it. So hopefully I'll finish that pretty soon.
I hope I can bribe her in order to finish my Halloween rolls. Just in time for Halloween.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm doing. So my first fully finished is Ladybugs and Bumblebees by Little House or Country Cottage Needleworks. And then I found this cute, it's kind of supposed to be a sign, but there was nothing in it. You can make it what you want. And I think I found this one at Walmart. Yeah, they have a nice little selection of wooden little things for really cheap.
That way you can finish or do what you want and stuff of that sort. And it was really reasonable too.
Yeah. So this is it finished. I really love this. And this is also going to be an exchangeable finished piece. So
These come out.
I did something a little different. Everybody does the magnets, which I did on this. I did do this where it comes off. So this does come off. So, but these are little corner edge pieces. So they stick in behind your piece and they sit there. And this one is just made with a cute little bird that I have and some flowers and some leaves. And then the same thing with this. It's a little corner piece and it sticks, the cardboard actually sticks behind your piece and it secures behind there. So I have those. And I'll have to fix that again. I am not liking this magnet thing at all. So I'm trying to figure out a new way to do it because the magnets keep coming off of the piece. I'm using hot glue to do it. I don't know if I have to use E600. I might try that. But I don't know if I need to use just plain Jane magnets instead of earth magnets. I think they might be too strong.
Well, I know the way that people have been doing it. They've been doing sheet metal.
Yeah.
And then doing it that way.
Yeah.
So it might be worthy of a cause in order to try. So
I have that one, which that one will be also switched to fall here shortly. And then I have I finally figured out what I wanted to do with my cottages of the month.
and then these come off too.
Yep, all
Right.
they are magneted and they can come off. So yeah, these ones come off. And what I do is I make backers, little cardboard backers, and then they magnet into here. The same thing, this comes off, and then it just hangs on my wall. But I don't hang it like this. Oh, baby.
Sorry.
Okay. You
It
can let
doesn't
go.
hang like this. It hangs.
I put picture hangers, and they hang that way on the wall. I fell in love with them. Stitcher was talking about them like crazy, and I was like, oh, I'll go buy a box of them. I love them. Not going back. So I like those. So that's March. But I've kind of fell behind on my months.
In between all the chaos and everything else.
Yeah, this has been finished for a while. I just kind of had to think of how I wanted to do it and what color I wanted to do the wood because I wanted something to go with everything. So that's finished, and then here's my little magnets. They stay 2 inches from the piece. That way, my next one, you can't really see back there. I have like little orange flowers and pumpkins and stuff. When I finish October and November, they're getting the same pick, and then the piece just changes.
Yep.
So It's going to start October here shortly. And then I'm still trying to work on what I want to do with my year-end chalk pieces. I haven't really found something to do with those yet. So them are my 2 fully finished pieces. And go into whips.
You go ahead. You got way more than I do.
I only got 2.
Ones that you've officially worked on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess
I
we
haven't worked on that much. I have 3 technically, but the other one's knitting. So I'm joining Priscilla and Chelsea with the Little House Needleworks Pumpkin Hollow Farms. I had actually just bought this off of Stash Unload.
Yep.
Like 2 days before they announced it. I'm like, and I had just got the pattern. I said, that's the pattern I just bought. So I had the pattern already. I said, okay, I guess I'll stitch it with them. I changed a lot of the colors. I like the colors for the house and the roof, but like the colors they wanted for the pumpkin and the flowers and the greens, they wanted all.
They were funny. It was like a washed out orange, or not a very bright like pumpkin orange.
Well, I changed a lot of them, and I will, once I get done with it, take a photo and post it on our blog for what I changed. Let me get the pattern out of the way. I got the bottom portion of it done. And that pink is actually, it's like a persimmon color. Well, the color is supposed to be persimmon by Classic Colorworks, but I did not like it. It was like a orange. It was another orange.
Sorry about that, guys.
No problem.
Someone tried to call her, and the phone is linked to the iPad. So.
Sorry. So knocked everything off. I was talking about Pumpkin Hollow Farms, but this color right here is supposed to be persimmon, and I didn't like the color of it. I can't. This one's more like a reddy pink with a yellow in it, and I like that. And then my pumpkin, I changed. I don't know what the color is though. I can't tell you, to be honest, right now. I also, instead of doing the straight color that they wanted, all the green that I've stitched so far was supposed to be a DMC color. Or no, it wasn't a DMC. Yeah, it was a DMC color.
Mm-hmm. With no variegation.
With no variegation. And like certain little things were supposed to be the variegating. So what I did is everything that was supposed to be non-variegated, I variegated. That way you would see more of the colors inside the leaves and everything, and it looked more fall. And then the 1 or 2 leaves that are missing here and there are going to be, just the straight color. So I just flipped what they did on this. The only colors I've left so far are the writing and the little flowers for the pumpkin, because I feel like it matches the color of the flowers, even though they're a little yellower in real life. So I've got that far, so I'm, halfway there. A lot of people started from the top down, but I've already finished all I gotta do is finish that pumpkin, and I'm halfway done. So then I can start on the big stuff. But I'm not doing the bottom or the top border, or like the little.
You're funny about borders.
I don't know, unless I really like the border, I ain't gonna do it. Which this one isn't bad, but I think all the flowers and pumpkins and everything give the piece enough stuff to do. So I started that, and I'm pretty well away on that one. And then sticking with the Halloween pumpkin harvest kind of
Theme that everybody seems to be in.
Oh, it's getting close, so I started Crow's Lullaby again. I didn't start this for Mania. This is another Mania piece, but I was doing it 1/1. No, not doing it. I was doing it 28 count 1/1, which the coverage was really good, and it was not bad, but I wasn't enjoying it. So in doing it 2/2, I enjoyed it a lot more. But then I noticed I didn't have enough fabric. So I have to start this all over again.
And a different piece.
Yeah, I've had bad luck with this. But I got that far when I noticed.
Yeah, so all of that's gotta get ripped out.
Yeah. So, but I really like this pattern. I'm hoping to get the fabric today before I have to go. Start my journey again for the day. Yeah, that's all my whips really. I haven't worked on anything else other than my knitting.
Well, we'll talk about knitting at the end for you guys that don't want to see that.
Trying to think, have I worked on anything else?
No, you haven't. You've been kind of a seldom stitcher for that.
Actually, I have worked on a lot other, but they're all mania, and that's back there.
I did spend a day because I just got this funny infatuation with some floss. To get this going again and to take it out. Oop. Please hold. Wasn't prepared for you guys.
She's never prepared.
So mean.
That's true.
But this is a blended threads kit from Dimensions. And this is the Chickadees on a Branch, and it is stamped. She hates the coverage, but I personally don't mind it. You know, it's just part of who I am. My first couple of pieces that I did do were stitched on linen, so it doesn't really matter to me. But I went through and I stitched all of this, and I started over here. So, and you can see how that's coming along. It's coming along really nice. So, and I've just done 2 colors. So, just this color and then this little green bit that you see there. So.
Yeah, I think she would have been better off just following the pattern other than the stamped. That's what I
do both. So, and this does require some special stitching, but not an awful lot. So.
Just ready.
Putting the hook back
Yeah.
And then I did work on Christmas rules, if you guys remember.
I don't know if you started Christmas rules last time we did it. I don't think you did.
I have started it because the only part that you guys seen was Mr. Snowman without the nose. So, and then I got as far as give. Well, it looks like Yip, but I haven't finished my E yet, but I got that much done. And I did go out and buy Mr. Snowman a nose, so he doesn't look as funny as...
Oh, yeah, we did.
as the rest of them, because he just looks weird. He looks like some dog came up and jumped and ran away with his nose, and I felt bad.
Would be my dog.
Our dogs, yeah. And then I have a new start. My first time working with a Q-snap, do mind you. There's a lot of cursing when that happened. Can't get this right, can't get that right, can't do this, can't do that. I started this one. So, and then I'm over here. I got like a third of this stitched. And then I think I'm just gonna do it page by page is the way it's gonna play. But this is my first time also working on 28 count too. So
I don't mind stitching a 28 count.
So this is all of what I have done right here. I got this little tiny tidbit down here, which is a different like maroony burgundy color thing. But yeah, this is like where my first page ends is right here. So I went through and I did all of this. And then I started in up here, and then I just started working my way down. I'm gonna do all this before I move up here and do all that. So, and then there's my needle minder she made me.
You can't get it off. You're gonna here.
No, I got a needle attached.
Okay, I'll just use use the needle to hold it. I made, oh, let's see if you can see that. These
Yeah,
little
there you
birdies.
go.
They're really cute. And I use the, oh, I have the needle in between, that's why. That's why it's bulky.
Just go ahead and slide it in there. It's okay.
And I made other ones as well.
Yeah, and you've seen the one that she had on hers, I hope.
I don't think so. I made these ones. These ones I actually really like.
Those ones are nice.
They're nice and flat. I bought a thing of the rare earth magnets off of Amazon for like $10, and we can do like over 50 needle minders. So
You ready? You ready?
haul. Okay, well,
You can go first. You got more haul than I do.
we have a pretty good decent amount together. Let's see which ones are stash unload. Pretty much all of these are they? Yeah, they pretty much all are.
You can talk about yours. I'm gonna finish putting that here.
I got these at the store. Okay. So it's been about a month now, but the stores do their collaboration with a designer. And then we go to what? This stitching things?
Yeah.
In Saginaw. Well, it's actually, it's not, it's Saginaw County, but it's Shields. It's called.
Shields, but it's right there at that border mark.
Yeah. If you don't know what we're talking about, it's over.
Google it. Google has all the answers. We'll
So
talk about that later too.
we went there. I had to go there to get floss for Pumpkin Hollow Farms. Is what I went there to get. So when I was there, she had got a crap ton of Lizzie Kate stuff in. She wanted to get everything.
That order came in.
So yeah, she needed 1 or 2 more for her food club.
Mhm.
So she got those from there. If you want to show what you got from the store, you can at the same time. I got Lizzie Kate's.
It's just the last two.
I got the last Lizzie Kate 2011 ornament snippet, and I got it because I like the love one.
Oh, you know what else I got while we were there? I got that fabric. I didn't think about it.
What fabric? Oh yeah, that. And then I got the snippet spooky string from Lizzie Kate. These are really. She had a really good price on them. I think they were only like $3 or $4.
Yeah.
So we got these
Before all the prices skyrocketed.
Spooky string, and then I got Mary string because I want to stitch it kind of like how Chelsea did. I like her color. So I got those from that store, and she got the 2.
I got the last 2 of the Boo Club towards the end because I had all of them except for the last 2, and those are, you know, I needed them. So, and then while I was there, I was kitting up fabric for, I don't know if you can see, the Rainbow Fox. So I had my fabric in there. And then I also kitted up, well, you reminded me, R2D2. So you can never go wrong with R2D2. So have this fabric right in there too.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then we also got, where's that new pattern?
Which one?
That snowman one. That I'm gonna get the other one when we go back.
6 Batman.
No. From that new girl. The shaker with the shaker stars on it. You have it in there. Right there.
Oh.
That one.
Yeah.
I want to get her other 2. I really like these.
The picture does not do it justice. I'm
It's
going to tell you
beautiful
that right now.
stitched. Oh.
And I am going to splurge, regardless what she says, on the dinky dyes for this because they're that pretty when I seen it.
It's
stitched.
not stitched. It's not dinky dyes. She said it was. No, the model wasn't stitched to match. They did the DMC conversion. I even asked.
I asked, and she told me Dinky Dash. So yeah, if I could show you, if I could like take you guys and show you, I would, because it is that pretty. I don't know if you guys have ever done anything by Filigram, but
Yeah, so the company that stitched it, or the stitchers, is called Filigram, and it's called Nice Snowflakes. Yeah, the pictures really suck on this one.
yeah,
But it's really pretty. I mean, really, really pretty. But there's only 2, 4, 6, 7 colors.
well, it comes in a thread pack is what it comes in.
Yeah. So we got that when we were at Stitching Things. And then we also got from her, oh shoot, it's in here. We have binders that we keep a lot of our patterns in.
We'll put them in protective covers in order to.
No, it's in here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Stitching Time. I'm thinking of the other store. Stitching Time is the one we go to. I'll show you the address.
Right there. I can't go any further because there's a pattern of that guy.
Well, take it over there. See if you can go there. Oh, it's gonna wash it out.
Yeah.
It's a really cute snowman though.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
So we got that one when we were there. We both got a copy of that.
They collaborated with Teresa
Go it.
Okay.
The US. It's
I'm gonna
sounds like
slaughter it.
Yeah. She has some really cool. She does all the postcard stitch books, like the big books that come out every year. She does those.
Well, I don't know if every stitch shop does that.
No. The designer herself comes out with a yearly collection that's in a book. It's just plastic bound, paper copy, that has all her designs that she comes out with every year, pretty much by season. So she'll come out like in the fall time with a book that has like 12 designs in it, or Christmas she'll come out with another 12 designs, or yearly she'll have a yearly one, which last one was, I can't think if it was the postcard or it was called the license plate. I think it was called license plate of the states, and it was, each pattern was, there was 50 patterns, and it was for every state. She did one for Michigan, she did one for every state, and just iconic things about the state she stitched, which was really pretty. And I think they're like $25 for a book, so you get 50 patterns in one, and it's only 25 bucks. So that was one thing when we were at Stitching Time.
We did go to a new stitchy shop as well.
Yeah, Stitching Things. I had them mixed up. Stitching Time was the first one we went to.
Yep.
And then we went to another one, which is called the Stitching Things. It's in Fenton, Michigan. It's about an hour, well, not even that, like 45 minutes away from us. And we went there, and she collaborated with, I'm going to butcher this, just sorry.
It's in Italian, I do believe.
Yeah.
Or a French.
It's
designer.
Giuliana Putti Ananetti, I think it's what it's called. But
pattern.
yeah, but right there. But I'm gonna hold it really back here. We got this one, which it says Magic Soup Mix for Stitchers. That one you get, and then you flip it over and you get 2 more that were collaborated with just another button company. So we got 3 patterns from her.
Yeah, and they
which
were
is really cute.
freebies. So,
And
then what?
Trying to think. Designed by Julia Manfredi. Fredden.
I don't know. I'm not
Sorry.
going to pronounce it.
Mm.
If you're watching, my apologies.
Yeah.
Need to learn how to pronunciate.
Okay,
But
good,
when
get
I
there.
was there, I went fabric hunting because they had piles and piles and piles of fabric. And
we were looking for a boot club.
I was so tired of doing brown, and we met this really nice other stitcher that was there, and she helped me pick out this linen.
The 28 count.
It's a 28 count linen, but guys, this is out of my norm. Look at that.
And it's showing up a lot pinker than it is. It's more
It's
orange.
it's kind of like a bright pumpkin orange. Yeah,
it's a weird. It's more orange, and then it's got, instead of it black, it's more like of a purple color.
It's got like purple little flecks all the way through it. It's super pretty, and I think it's gonna turn out really good. The only thing that concerns me is like the pumpkins that are in the pattern. I'm either gonna have to go for like a darker orange.
I think they'll show up if you do a lighter
Or
pumpkin.
like a brighter, lighter color.
Yeah, I think everything will be good.
Either or.
I don't know. That's the only thing. Did you get any patterns when we went to the store?
No.
No, she got fabric.
Because that was
Expensive.
well, it's hand dyed.
Well,
so.
that no, I got a crap ton of Weeks Dye Works and Classic Color Works. I got all of the what I needed for all the patterns that I started during Mania. A lot of my Christmas ones. That way, once I was done with Halloween, I could just book on over to Christmas and not have to buy anything because it's Christmas season. That way, I didn't have to dip into the budget for Christmas to get the flosses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when I was there, they had this beautiful model all the way on the back wall when you walk in. And I love birds. I don't know how many times I probably said that by now. But they had this crosswing collection, red birds and raspberries, stitched on the wall. And I was like, oh, I love that pattern. So here's it here. It is a blended thread kit. But
it's not a kit.
or pattern. And I just thought it was gorgeous. I mean, the birds look so realistic, especially this one on the model.
It looks like someone just went over there and drew them in.
Yeah, they were so pretty. But yeah, this does have...
I've never seen a pattern that it's like one of those fold ones though that you sit there and you fold out.
You know, it's a huge pattern, you know. So
but it's very nice.
It is. But I love this, and it was a very good price for the pattern too, because I've actually seen these patterns. She's been trying to get a lot of the hummingbird ones, and
and
I have not been able to get them at a good price. So that is a future project. I don't know when I'm going to start that. And then I have been seeing this pattern everywhere, and I laugh every time I seen it. It's by Waxy Moon Designs. It's called Warm Winter Wishes, and they had it stitched on the wall. I'm like, oh, you know, there's the pattern I've been seeing, and I wonder if they have it. She's like, oh yeah, we have all our models in a little box. I said, okay, I'm gonna go over there and see if they have it. And they did have it, and I was like, I gotta get this. But he's got his butt roasting by the fire with a little penguin, and I think it's just cute. I can't wait to do this. I have a blue opalescent fabric that I'm going to do this on.
it's gonna turn out super
And
cute.
I really like this. So I might get some. They have some buttons in here, which I have some snowflake buttons too. So, but all this is done in Gentle Arts. But I might have to look at these colors. But they're pretty cute. So that was what we got from. I'm gonna get this right this time. The Stitch and Things. So that was really fun. We loved going there. They were really talkative and helpful. Lots of models on the wall, even though it's a really small store.
I mean, though, it was in a strip section in one of those like little strip mall things, and literally you go in there and the walls are
They're covered.
yeah.
So I did a thing. You're not yelling because I already know you.
No.
For Cross Stitch Crazy, I signed up for the thing of the month. And then hopefully during Christmas, I'm going to get all the back issues because it's pretty cheap actually. But in the new Cross Stitch Crazy, I think it's August. I want to say it's August is May.
I think it was the last one that came out.
No, it's not. This one is done by Emma Congdon, I'm pretty sure. And I love Aurora Borealis.
A lot of people were. Yeah.
Yeah, it's done by Emma Congdon.
I can give you like a little.
I gotta see what the name of it's called.
Should be on.
See, and the funny thing is, I actually buy most of them. Yeah, it's called Night Lights by Emma Congdon.
So Aurora Borealis.
Yeah.
Pattern.
And I love this. I seen it, and look at how good that looks from back here.
pretty.
It's pretty. So I don't know what it is, but I like stitching on black Aida. I like stitching on black, and I don't know why.
I gotta be in a mood to do it.
But I seen this. I have tons of black Aida. I'm like, oh yeah. But this pattern calls for all pretty much the new DMC, like the new colors. So I have to go and get all the new ones. We haven't got them yet. But it's so pretty. I love all the colors in there. Look at all the purples and everything. So, and I can't wait to start that one. So that, and there's a couple other ones that I like in them catalogs, but not much. I only really print out the ones that I really like. And then we stashed unload.
Yes. Even I did this time.
Yeah.
And that's a rarity.
I have more coming, actually. You already know, it's just 2 patterns.
Mm-hmm.
I even showed her which ones they were.
They had this listed up there, and I absolutely wanted it because the coffee. I'm a huge coffee drinker, and it came with like so many more designs.
I didn't notice it was a book until I thought it was just a booklet with just them 3 patterns in it, but it's not. It's got a whole bunch in it.
Yeah, it comes with all of that. It's not like equipment glare, is it?
No, it's not bad though.
Yeah.
We got crappy lighting in here. We should be stitching or doing it downstairs, but hey, we learn.
Mhm. And then I also got this. So it's a little. There we go. It's a little hummingbird piece. So, and I thought it was like super pretty, and I wanted to stitch it, so I bought it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then mine, starting from the earliest ones, I got Home Sweet Home from the Country Cottage Needleworks. Then I have been looking at a lot of her patterns. Jordan Brevet, by Natalie Conch. This one is Christmas, it's called. And I want to say thank you to a lot of the people that we actually buy off of Satchel and Load.
Yeah.
I get so many really cute little notes when I get them. It's so cute. But this one I can't wait because I'm going to change a lot of the colors. Because I'm not a big red and green, but I like the blues, so. Then I got Little House Needleworks, Daisy Lane. Then I got Lizzie Kate's one of the jingles. This is the only one I really like, you know, but if she wants to do it, she'll have one.
I got a head start.
But I want to stitch this one just as an ornament. So this is Fa La La from the jingles, and that one is back there. But I don't think I like any of the other ones in here. I like maybe one or two of them. But I got that. And then I seen this. This is from Stony Creek. I'm going to change it to a blue conversion. I think with a white horse with the blue ribbon on a different type of back. Or yeah. But I got this. It's reindeer and ribbons. I love this. So I'm going to hopefully start this as a new start during Christmas. And then I seen this, and I haven't not seen too many la-di-da patterns that I like, but this is All Your Troubles. It says, if all your troubles were hung on a line, you would take yours and I would take mine. And it's really cute. I just really like that. I like the saying, sharing your troubles with other people, or people helping you along as you face things. I really like that. And then she also gives you the idea of just stitching the bird with the berries, which I like. So them are the ones I got from Stash and Load, and then I have one more that fell. This one I wanted to get because I wanted to do something for my mom, because she had passed away a little over a year ago. Well, it's going to be almost 2 years. Well, no, it's still about a month. So it's been about a year and a couple months, 6 months roughly, year and a half. But she loves sunflowers. That was her favorite flower. She loved fall. I have all her fall decorations. And this one's called Sunflowers in Summer. And it says, over by the fence where the sunflowers grow, summer winds glide by as stalks sway and fro. And I really, really, really want to do this one. And maybe put her name somewhere or something different on it and change it. But that was just the haul from Fashion Loop. Because we really don't go out to stitchy shops. You know?
Not too often.
And when I can see like a pattern on there that says, oh, just pattern plus free shipping, I'm like, you can't really beat it. You can't beat it. So most of all this I didn't pay shipping for.
A lot of it was like free shipping, or it was from the same seller.
Yeah, or if she had like the one, like I got, I think 4 patterns of these from the same person, and it was like $3 to ship it all, and I was like, that's not bad, you know. So we did that. I think that's all of our haul, other than everybody knows that DMC is said that their prices are going to go up. We have been to Joann's a couple times and Michael's now that they have not changed yet. I don't think they plan to change for a while because they have a lot of stock. We were talking to somebody in the store, I can't remember who it was, well I did, the manager, and she says she didn't know about any of the price increase yet for DMC. She says she doesn't think it's going to happen for a while just because they do sell DMC, but when they buy DMC, they buy it in such a big bulk that I don't think they're going to change until that stock goes down to at least half. But we bought, well, she bought. I've been keeping up with my, as I buy a pattern, I buy the flosses that I don't have, just the way it's easier. And then she just does it randomly, or she does it at one time. Like when we went out, how many flosses did you get?
Enough.
She got like over 100 skeins or more. You got a lot.
Well, it was all the colors I needed for my next project, so I was kitting up.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't have any of those colors. And I didn't want to be, you know, like ratting through her stash, you know, going, hey, where's this color? Where's that color?
So we stopped and we went through all of our DMC, looked at all our doubles, and we try to get 2 complete sets is what we're trying to do. One for me, one for her. So whatever doubles I had, I gave to her. Whatever doubles she had, she gave to me. And then we went out and we bought, and we have a list that we kept. I don't have mine, and everything's highlighted. I still have like 100 and something colors or 200 colors to get, very close to 200. And everybody should know it's like 500 colors for DMC.
At least.
It's
that doesn't even include any of the new ones.
That doesn't include the new ones. I didn't include those.
Or the variegation, or the light effects, or any of that. I did get a skein of that.
Well, that I had, and she didn't know about it.
No one ever told me.
Well, she didn't tell me what color it was. She's like, oh, I ordered floss. I said, okay. You know, she never said, oh, it's this number. I said, well, if you would have looked through my box, it was sitting right there, brand new skein. Because I was going to use it for snow in some of my patterns. And she needed it.
Silver. Why would you?
Because it doesn't look silver when you stitch it.
Oh. Great to know.
So we did that. That was our last biggest haul when we went to Joann's. We just got floss. Pretty much that's about it for the stitching world for us.
If you hung with us, you know, this long, thank you very much, and thank you to all of our new subscribers and returning subscribers. I understand if you don't want to stay for the knitting version. Totally get it. But I actually have 2 finishes in knitting. Believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
And then she started a new project.
Yeah.
So, you want to show yours?
Do yours first, because I got to get mine all out of the bag.
Okay. Well, my grandma gave me a pattern. That's how it always goes. You know, I said, oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So, I made a hanging dish towel. So, buttonhole. This buttonhole, 45 minutes. I couldn't figure out how to do it. And that's why I said Google knows all. But, you know, it goes like that. Once it's officially buttoned, I gotta pick that up when we are out today. And, you know, you can reverse it. It just looks funny. I wouldn't reverse it, though. But, yeah, that's one of them. And then...
Did you put it back there?
No, it's here.
That's what I say.
Yep, it's here. I gotta go through and do it up. If you guys remember, I was working on a hat. You guys remember that?
I don't think they know about that. I think you didn't start it in that video.
I don't know. I was working on a hat because we got that handmade Christmas idea that my family does. And here it is. It's fully finished, fully closed. And I really like how the colors turned out. I know what you're thinking. This hat is like ginormous.
It is ginormous. And it's for her stepdad who has...
He has a big head, guys.
Yeah.
So, and it will fit him snugly, and I left a big enough brim to where he can pull some down on his ears.
I'm hoping when we wash it, it'll shrink, which we know it's going to shrink a little, but...
It's going to give a little bit, but besides that, it is what it is. But the colors came out super duper, and here's the scarf that goes with it. So, I made it out of the same, I don't know if you guys can see, but I kind of made it to where they correlate with each other in a way. So I do like it.
I like the pattern on that scarf a lot better.
Well, every single row for this is different. And it's 45 rows of different. And then you repeat. And there has to be literally nothing going on, otherwise you're gonna lose what you're doing. You know. What are you doing?
Put it in the bag.
Okay.
Show them what you started. You started a couple
So
of things.
I bit the bullet. I hopped on a train.
I'm surprised, actually.
This is also part of haul, do mind you. This is
Sorry. It doesn't really close.
the start of socks. Believe it or not. So, and I didn't have a marker that was small enough, so she gave me
I got one of my bracelet charms out. I'm like,
a little
Yeah.
charm and did that up. But yeah, this is the start of socks. And the way it looks, it's all variegated. I don't know if I'm a fan of that yet, but I also got a pink one too. Yeah.
it's pretty colors, all the variegations are.
And these are pretty, it is soft. So.
Sorry about the noise in the background. That's
Our
our
dogs.
And she's gonna, hopefully she doesn't start snoring. Because she's at the edge of sleeping right now.
Yeah, and then she wanted me to make her a cowl.
Where's that picture?
What?
The picture of the cowl.
Um,
Because I'm not a big hat person. And excuse me.
Pardon me.
I don't wear a lot of scarves either. You know, I have a lot of larger scarves. But I seen this pattern when she showed it to me, and I was like, I want that. And it's gorgeous. Look at the knitting design on that. It kind of looks like my project, what I'll show you, which is kind of funny because
It's hilarious, to be honest.
I love it.
And then she chose this color, which is Bernat Softy Chunky.
Is that pewter?
It's clay.
See, I thought that colors would be a different color. When it came in, I'm still not a fan of it. But hopefully when it stitches up, it'll be different. That's why I don't like shopping online. You know, but we couldn't find any of this size at...
We went to Joann's.
We probably should have went to Hobby Lobby.
They wouldn't have anything either. Not like this, but I don't know why they don't. Even like Joann's, Hobby Lobby, and things of that sort. The biggest they went up to was 5, and I was like, "Are you serious?"
I had that problem with mine
You
too.
know, and
my yarn that I picked out was discontinued. and I needed 7 balls of it, and they only had 6.
So we're hoping 6 is enough. So show your project.
You have one more start.
Oh, well, it's just
She's finished other things. She doesn't have them. She has dishcloth that she's finished and stuff like that.
yeah, but just dishcloths. Started I do dishcloth. So in this, I'm using a textured pattern I found on Pinterest. So, and I have made it before, and it's super easy. It's just 4 rows repeated to a certain amount of times, and you just do it that way. So this super duper quick net. Not even gonna lie.
I think she finished that not even a week.
Maybe a week and a half.
But she only picked it up maybe a couple times.
A couple of times, but I just pick it up when I'm sitting in bed and I want something that's not like eye intensive, because my eyes will get tired. But I think the longest though that took me is getting from the point here to about here, and me seeing the progress of it. And then once I seen that, I was like, oh yeah, let's go. And then I was like, it's all done. My grandma, we'll have to introduce her in a video.
She ain't gonna wanna.
She already said it was fine. So my grandma's doing one in solid green. So it's just a color that she picked up and started going. So, and she said it would make a perfect St. Patty's Day.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that is what I have been up to, guys. A lot of stuff.
I decided to bite the bullet and do something a little different. I never thought I was gonna do this, but I seen the pattern and I was like, shit. I want that. I want to stitch that. And the pattern's so easy, and that's what I like about it. It's only a repeating pattern of 20 rows. So the border gets a 12 row, and then it's only a 20 row pattern, and they're actually not that hard. So I found this. Let's see if it shows up.
Yep, it does.
I love this blanket. I love the color even. I found the color, which was super hard. And the color they say is from somebody else.
What does it say?
Oh, where'd they say? It's not, I didn't print it all off. It's on the first page. But it's not from the company that I got. Oh, crap. Back there.
Bernat.
I got Bernat, but it's called, I want to say charcoal, mine's called. And so you stitch this on circulars, and I think these are size 10 circulars.
You can look on there, and it will tell you. Don't stab me with them.
10 millimeter. US 15s, 10 millimeter.
Yeah, so they're 15.
You have to hold that. But you can actually see, like, we stretch it out. Just look at the pattern. It's actually showing up really good.
Yeah.
But I got the color. It matches exactly. The only thing I didn't notice before I started stitching was that you're supposed to double
yarn it.
Yeah.
So you cast on with
2
strands, and you knit the whole entire piece with 2 strands.
Which I don't mind how it's turning out with just 1. It's still keeping its shape really well. It's still keeping the pattern really well. So I might be actually able to do 2. Who knows? Because 7 balls was for 1 blanket. So I've got probably a good, I would say, what, 7 to almost a foot. Very close. Yeah. Yeah.
A little over.
Yeah.
About that.
But this is not even a full pattern yet. So
you guys got something to look forward to and see how that progresses.
So yeah, color.
And it comes in these ginormous balls.
Yeah, and I haven't even used half of that yet.
So
yeah, I love this color. I actually wish the cowl that she was doing was in this color.
I told her if, she finds more of that color and she wants me to swap it out, I can do it before I start it.
Yeah, we still got to get the needles for that cowl. But I
Which is today.
Mm-hmm.
So
hopefully when we're there, maybe we can find something. So we started that. Another big thing that we've been doing is a lot of canning.
Oh my goodness, guys. My stepdad's garden. Let me tell you. We are up to 89 quarts of tomato sauce for like pasta sauce. 89 quarts. He's shooting for 100 or more.
I'm coming up with
He only has, 53 plants, and they are taller than me. He developed, because last year they were flopped over on the ground because of the weight of the tomato cages, and so he made his own tomato cages this year for every single plant. And so what he wound up doing is getting branches from trees and some twine and running it all the way up in order to make it stand properly. So 53 of those had to get made, and then he has cabbage, and then he didn't do as much corn this year.
No, it just didn't turn out right as it did last year. It just didn't.
Last year we got too much rain at once, and it just it didn't do well. So he only planted like 16 rows compared to his normal like 60. So and then he also got cucumbers, which we made pickles, and we're up to 32 quarts and 12 pints. So
we have most of the pickles.
Yeah. And then they have been doing stewing tomatoes too for chili and stuff like that. And I
just got a whole nother like 12 pints or no quarts. I got 12 quarts the other day from her.
Yep. So. And then we are up to with that we're up to very close to 60 quarts.
Yeah. And next we're gonna be working on salsa.
Yep. That's the
I
next
just bought
one.
all the cans for us. For salsa, and I'm supposed to be figuring out a recipe for that soon.
Yep, and he did grow the chilies and stuff like that, so they are there.
So we're doing that a lot lately.
It's canning season.
Usually we've already done like raspberry jam and everything like that, but raspberries didn't go on sale because we don't grow them yet. I'm hoping next year I will grow them along the side of the garage and keep them contained.
We'll see how well that does. But as far as anything like that though, because normally we can catch them on sale at a really good sale price for 99 cents per container.
Two for 99 cents.
Or that.
That's usually what I get them for. I get I get one big of a pallet of it, and it makes like 36 jars.
We wound up
That's what we
last year getting 2 cases.
Yeah.
So, and then I said, well, I want to double it. Because she eats it and I eat it, and then my grandma eats it as well.
And my grandma comes out and steals some from the freezer every time.
Like,
they've taken like 3 jars or so already.
Yeah.
So, but
but it works for all of us.
And
but
then,
it hasn't gone on sale yet. So.
Yeah. Well, and then also it's applesauce season for me, and everybody loves my applesauce. So I've been starting to make that. We did have a really good sale, but we didn't get that many, which I am kicking myself because I don't have any applesauce yet. Like, I have a little bit, but not what we need.
Sale.
We need at least...
I'm shooting for 50.
50 pounds?
At least.
Oh, I'm shooting for at least 12 gallons of applesauce, which if you times 12 times 6...
Guys, I'm going to be standing at the table peeling forever.
Which, to be honest, it seems like a lot, yeah. But it's actually, it'd be 24 containers.
In the big freezer containers.
The half-gallon freezer containers. Which I actually don't want to do them in the gallon. They're the big ones. I want to do them in the smaller ones. The ones we would put our soup in this year.
Yeah.
Which was another thing we'll talk about. But I want to do them in the quart. So 4 quarts. So 4 times, 12.
However many.
But I don't want to just have it for me because I know her grandma likes my applesauce.
And she's a diabetic and she has to watch what she eats and she has heart issues.
Yeah, and mine does not have a lot of sugar in it. It might taste sugary. Like, it got the taste.
It only has 1/3 of a cup.
Yeah, so she can have it.
Per gallon. So that's actually distributed pretty well.
Yeah.
So.
And I know she'll have it.
Yeah. it's nice for her to actually be able to like it, because the way my stepdad makes it, he puts the sugar in plus red hot candies in it. So it's the way that he grew
He
up.
likes it, but I don't.
I like it too. I do like it. It gives
different.
it that little
It's
tang zip to it.
It's pink too, so you look
It's
at it, you're
red.
like,
It's a red pink thing in you. It has that cinnamon bit that goes with it. So
yeah. But so I want to do that, especially having the smaller containers. That way I can give her 4 to 6 of them, and her grandma can unthaw them and actually
as
have
she pleases.
as she pleases. Same thing with me. I don't want to unthaw a huge ass thing of it, even though I know I will eat it because it's the only way I eat apples. Because I can't eat apples the regular way because it hurts my teeth. So I want to get that far, and then I just got done. We spent like a whole night after we got home at like 7 o'clock.
Yep.
And we cooked for like 3 or 4 hours.
We made a whole bunch of soups, some applesauce, and we made banana bread.
I will insert
bread.
the photo of the soups that we just got done making that went in our freezer. I made potato soup, cheddar and broccoli, which is really, really good, chicken noodle soup, and chili. And then she made a couple things of applesauce.
Yeah, I made, what was it, like 6, 7, 8,
9 pounds.
9 pounds, somewhere in there.
Or
Yeah, 9 pounds.
9 pounds.
Yeah, because they have to be done in 6-pound batches. So
Yeah, so that
9 pounds of that, plus banana bread, plus cornbread, plus I made sweet potato chews too. That took, a whole 6 hours of my day. But
She did that the day after.
I did that the day after. I looked at the clock. I said, no, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
But I made that the next day, and the dogs absolutely love them.
Yeah, this is the time we just try to prep our food for the entire year of next year. That way we don't buy pasta sauce. The way we don't buy salsa. We don't buy all them things. And like the soups are for the harvest time. That way I don't have to. When I make my soup, I make a 9-gallon soup. It's huge.
Hot.
And everybody looks at me, it's crazy, but it's so good. And I freeze it so when she's home and she doesn't want to cook.
Or, when she's going to be out, and then I can just pull it from the freezer when I know she's not going to be home for dinner that night, and it's just me and the dogs.
Which I really, really like, because everybody likes my soup. And my grandma, she always says, oh, I bought the stuff for chicken noodle soup. Can you come over?
And then we'll spend a day with her grandparents, and
they'll do the same thing. I'll make this huge thing, but she likes me to make it with the whole turkey or the whole chicken, like the whole thing. So
we gotta cook the chicken, and then.
Well, she usually cooks it for me. She usually cooks the chicken and has it done and gets the skin off and all that kind of stuff. And I put it in my soup and I cook it that way. And they have a huge, I don't know,
pot too.
A cellar pot. It's made out of tin, I think. It's not a really hard material, but the thing is like huge, and I make that completely full. And we have some when we're over there. That's how we get rewarded or whatever.
Yep.
And then she freezes it. She has like 20 containers or more of soup that she can just pull out for her and my grandpa.
And occasionally your uncle too.
And then she'll make bean soup, and then she'll bring us some of the bean soup. So we kind of have
I
like
will eat it because she doesn't like it.
Oh, I like the bean soup.
Not split pea.
Oh no, that's different. But we have a system in our family where my family makes all like the big meals, preps, and all that kind of stuff, and her family makes a lot of the canning stuff, which I've learned a lot the last couple of years.
The last couple of years, we have learned a lot. Like, I know we went over there that one day, and we helped with pickles and stuff like that over my grandma's, and that's
make pickles.
About like an hour away from here. But yeah.
But making the pickles, I'll definitely be doing that every year now.
Yes.
It's not that hard.
No.
Not at all.
But yeah, that's what we have been up to.
We did that, and then we did a new, explore, new,
Oh, we went to Renaissance Fest.
If you live in Michigan, there is a huge Renaissance fair that is held down in Holly. And here's their booklet.
And that you get when you come in.
And here's the map So you can see it's big. I've always wanted to go since I was a kid. We just never did. I love the fantasy stuff, and I've collected dragon statues my whole life, which my grandma now owns and has all of those. Because, you know, when I got older, I was like, why the heck did I do this? Or, you know, I still have some of my fairies and stuff like that that were milestones. Markers of my age as I was a kid for my birthday. Like my 18th birthday, my mom got me this really gorgeous fairy with an owl on her shoulder, and I keep her. But I know once my grandma goes, they'll probably all come back to me. So, but there was so many people there.
No,
I did not think there was going to be that many
It was
people
a
there.
hot and muggy day. The temperature was a high of 88 to begin with.
And
But
the mugginess.
the mugginess made it feel like another 10 degrees on top of it, so it was about like 98 degrees.
Yeah. It
Wet,
was
muggy, humid. Bleh.
Yeah, we enjoyed going. I loved seeing all
We
the
really
stuff.
enjoyed going. We wish that we could have went on a cooler day to enjoy it even more, but you get what you get. So
yeah, it was a new experience for us. I loved a lot of the shops. I'll put a couple of photos in of all the stuff we, you know, seen and did and things of that, because I love that. I love going to handmade shops and seeing things made from scratch.
yeah,
And I will never change. I've always been a big cook at heart, or make what you need at heart at home.
You know what else? I forgot to tell you guys I made soap.
Oh yeah,
I forgot about that, and she doesn't like the way it smells, but
I came home. I was gone all day long, and I flip houses with my uncle. We've been doing really well. We're ready to wrap up one right now. It's what I'm going to go do after we're done with this. And I came home and the house was just like, it was like a bomb went off, okay? When you make soap, that's what it smells like. It smells like a bomb went off. But a good bomb or a bad bomb?
It was good.
Good for her, not good for me. You know, and I'm still waiting for the soap to cure. It has to cure for 6 weeks, and then I said I'll make my, you know, my decision then, you know, if I like it or not. Because, you know, it's not bad, but
It's more of a manlier
it's
scent.
different. It is
So-
definitely different. But if anybody doesn't know, we also have a soap business.
You can go and find us on Facebook.
Nature Brown for you is our name. We have been making soap for a little over 2 years.
Yep.
I make bath bombs and lotion bars and lip balms and stuff like that. And she makes all the soaps.
And that right there in itself is quite an undertaking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it could be as quick as 45 minutes you're done. It depends on the way your room air is, your temperature and stuff like that. But that particular batch took me 3.5 hours to make, in between weighing everything out, putting everything away, cleaning all the dishes and everything else like that. It's a big undertaking in itself.
So that's what we've been up to. It's been a lot, as you can tell. We've kind of unloaded everything for you. So
If you're still with us, thank you very much.
yeah, we will hopefully be back sooner than we were last time. I will post my Mania video for you guys to see my progress and what I've done. And of course, you'll see some of my finishes here, so it'll be kind of a backwards video.
It'll be kind of fun though. At least, you know.
And hopefully we'll be back within, you know, a week or two. Try not to hold you out so long like we have before.
Yeah. My apology, guys.
Yeah. I just didn't want to. I was going to record when she wasn't there. But it's hard when this one's in the background, blah, 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 talking to me while I'm trying to make a video. And I'm like,
Sorry.
so there, I had to restart my Stitch Mania video like 4 times because she was sitting there talking to me I'm like, are you just gonna sit in the video, or are you gonna just shush?
My bad. So I eventually, what did I wind up doing? I forget what I wound up doing, but I did something. But
Yeah.
thank you so much, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And we have definitely missed you.
Yep. So, like, subscribe the video. Leave some comments down in the below if you would like.
We love reading your guys' comments.
If you have any questions about our pieces or where we, if we didn't explain something, I will post my colors for the Pumpkin Hollow Farms once I finish it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to follow us on Instagram, we're the Sweetheart Stitchers. And if you want to follow us on Facebook, it's also the Sweetheart Stitchers. We try to keep up on the Facebook one. I have been a little lazy on that one.
Yeah, we have been neglecting that just a tiny bit.
Which I will definitely update that one after this. Try to get us back on track. Because, the holidays are coming and we're going to be more laid back. My life will get a little less hectic.
Mine's going to get more hectic because I'm going to be switching everything, and it's going to be crazy. But, if you guys also want to check out some of our products and some of our soaps and stuff like that,
you can find that on Nature Bound.
Yep, you guys can find that too. So if you guys have any questions, any comments about maybe the patterns that we use for knitting or the yarn or anything of that sort, please don't be afraid to drop it in the comments below.
Yeah, where we bought the stuff from, we try to explain most of it,
Hopefully.
Yep.
If you guys have any questions to where we bought, if you guys have questions for me about where I bought my sock yarn or anything like that, let me know.
So we will see you guys next time.
All right. Bye, guys.